Body Limited Sprints, ready for their one and only heat race. It's a father-son duo on the front row on the 30 pair and a pair of 35s. The Temp Pro window tinting, Curry Legacy Construction, DNS Bookkeeping, Cholo's Tacos, D&M Detailing, Brett Gill Landscape Maintenance, D&D Woodworking on both the 35 and the 35 Junior. The 35 of Steve Smith, to his outside, the 35 Junior of Timothy Smith. Starting inside row number 2 will be the 77B, the Crater Lake Ford BLD Construction, Brian Davis in the 77B. To his outside will be the 4M, the Dirt Signs and Graphics, Rap Racing, Phoenix Auto Center Tire Pros, Knight Investments, T&B Appliance and Repair. Special thanks to his mom, grandma, and his girlfriend at a Shady Cove, David Marble. David Marble's going to be in position number 4 on the drop of the green. And your final starter will be the 93, the Sigmund Excavation, Allied Rock, D-Ray Designs, Minter Construction and Excavation out of Cottage Grove, Tim Minter. Tim Minter scheduled to start in position number 5 for the Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprints. And it does look like Tim Minter able to get that thing fired off. That is good sign. The wheelless trailer modifieds put on one heck of a show there in heat race number 2. As we switch gears to the Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprints. All right, lights are out. Going to go out on the Speedway field, getting shown the one to go this time. My flagman, Rick Daniels. It's the father-son team on the front row, Timothy and Steve Smith. Cars look the same. One's got a white frame, one's got a black frame. Five cars, 8 laps the distance for the Todd's Auto Body Limited Sprint Division. Looking for the green this time, coming out of 4. They are racing. And it's Timothy Smith going to take the early race lead over Steve Smith. David Marble going to go right along with him. Work in the middle of the racetrack is Timothy Smith. He's going to lead lap number 1. Got David Marble right behind him. Timothy Smith looking good in the 35 Junior. As Brian Davis spinning out, but he's going to keep the power going. And as I say that, he gets it stopped and then gets it back going. Yellow flag going to fly for the Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprints. The restart lineup going to be Timothy Smith, David Marble, Steve Smith, Tim Minter, Brian Davis. That's going to be a restart lineup and a restart cone in effect. Drivers cannot pass before the cone, cannot hit the cone, cannot go under the cone, or else they'll be penalized 2 spots on the next stoppage of the race, whether it be green, red, or yellow, red, or checkered. As it looks like we're going green this time by for the Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprints. Timothy Smith is down and away. Working in the middle of the racetrack is Timothy Smith. He's got David Marble right behind him. Timothy Smith going to lead lap number 2. Marble right on his tail tank. As they work down into 1 and 2 for the 3rd time. Steve Smith up the hill just a little bit. It's still Timothy Smith out front right now. Looking good in the 35 Junior. David Marble, Steve Smith, Tim Minter, and Brian Davis. David Marble now looking to make a move here on Timothy Smith. Smith trying to make that car as wide as the track will allow. Just at the halfway point, 4 down, 4 to go. It's still Timothy out front right now. David Marble gonna squeeze around the outside. David Marble to the race lead over Timothy Smith. Marble out of Shady Cove looking good in the 4M. Timothy Smith sitting second now. And it's Tim Minner gonna take over the third place spot over Steve Smith. And then Brian Davis tailing the field. White flag is out for your Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprints. Down the back straightaway for the final time for David Marble into 3 and 4. David Marble gets the win in the heat race competition. Timothy Smith finishing in a respectable second. Tim Minter gonna finish in third. Brian Davis getting around Steve Smith for that third or fourth place spot. Steve Smith finishing in fifth. That is your Todd's Auto Bodies Limited Sprint Heat Race.